All right, what is going on, man? So today is March 16th. Just wrapped up the live trading session, which I'm gonna end up showing in the next clip. Before I get into that, kind of want to just do like an update of what's been going on with me trading wise. Last week was not great at all, to be honest. I ended up losing all 4 XFAs that I had. Previously, I was keeping y'all updated after my last video, which was the payout video that I had submitted. I end up basically only having around like $500 to $600 to play with, I think, in one account, as while the other 2 accounts that I had were already just low, which I had taken the payout from those accounts as well. So I wasn't really mad at that. But and that was also in due to the fact that I had a bad trading week during NFP week as well, which I had recorded and documented also. But yeah, end up having like a losing day, 2 losing days in a row or something like that. And then when CPI came, basically all those accounts were down. It was one XFA that I did activate while those other 3 were down, and just being in the mindset that I was, which wasn't good. Looking back on it, it was very stupid for me to do. I basically was just trying to run up a high balance as quick as I can on like the first day. So I was taking more trades than I should have. End up dropping that balance really hard. So when CPI came, it was like, well, fuck it. I'm going to Hail Mary all these accounts during CPI. And I ended up losing them. So didn't have any funded accounts or anything for the first time in a long time, I think. But currently, I did get 2 take profit trader accounts. I decided to just go back to TBT. Haven't traded with them since February, so it's been like a couple weeks since trading with them. But I do got 2 eval accounts or test accounts that I'm trading right now. One account is sitting at break even. I started this account Friday, and then the other one I started last night during Asia session. Now, before getting into the trading session, as you can see, it's a few trades on here. This trade, oh, well, I think TBT is starting to act up, or Trade.Trades. Trade.Trades honestly is like super trash in my opinion. I'm just gonna get that out there for anybody watching this shit, bro. The only reason I use Trade.Trades is because I have to, because Take Profit Trader goes through them, and I don't really want to like connect through Trade.Trades to go through TradingView. Because personally, I think TopStep is a better platform, but that's neither here nor there, right? I was just kind of like testing out the copy trader because I never did copy trading with Trade.Trades before, and that's why these trades over here, I took them for like 1 micro. I don't know if it's gonna show it. It kind of just glitched and show it for a second, but yeah, I was using 1 micro to try to test it out. And then what ended up happening here was I ended up getting into a sell position, and when I went to set my stop loss, I set another set of sell limits instead of a buy contract to take me out of the trade and use that as my stop loss. And so I just basically end up adding more to my position. And that's why I ended up losing the first position. In the video, which is good, I think, is you're gonna see a lot of emotion. Just to show you that like every trader go through it, right? And it's kind of like how you react to the situation, I think. Which I feel like today I kind of did what I was supposed to do still. I'll do the trade breakdown afterwards. So you can, after the trading session, so you can see like why I end up taking the long position after that as well. But yeah, I ended up making a mistake when trading, and I added more sell contract to my already sell position, which is how I ended up losing that trade and not understanding what was going on. So that's just me having to understand when trading with Trade.Trades, the nuances, the ins and outs of it and whatever. Because on Top Step, you don't have to do that. Like, it sets the bracket order for you, which is what I'm used to. So if it's not something you're used to and you actually having to go actually set those limits yourself, and you got a lot going on, you kind of like in a high stress situation or whatever while trading, it can kind of throw you off sometimes, or you might make mistakes that you aren't normally accustomed to making. Because normally I wouldn't even have made that mistake, because I've like scaled out of contracts plenty of times before. It's just in that moment I did mess up, and that mistake is on me. So accountability on my part, because I didn't understand at first, and I don't know, but I'm doing too much yapping. So that's what ended up happening basically with the first position. But yeah, we're just going ahead and jump into the live trading session right now. Yes, I got that for long. If we come back down, sales, that'll be a fake out. Yep.
Stop filled.
Sales here. Let me get rid of this. Going to set a sell limit. Stops to break even. Going to actually trail a little here, because we hitting this zone now. So if we sell through this, yeah, I see rejection. We're just gonna hold where I'm at. I'm at a good spot. I'm up to something.
Order filled.
What the fuck?
Order
What
filled.
happened? Bro. Yeah, bro. What the fuck was that? Am I in on both accounts? I won on one and I lost. I don't understand what the fuck just happened there, bro.
Stop filled.
It filled me on both, but what the fuck? I lose that, bro. It's that shit, bro. I might lose this trade. Just keep pushing. Go take out these highs. I don't understand what just happened right there. I think it filled me with actually like 10 cons. I immediately went down like 4. Bro, like I don't even understand what just happened, bro. I put a sell limit on there to like get me out of the trade. That shit said nah. What the fuck? Oh. But like, what the fuck was that, bro? I just lost a crazy trade, bro. I ain't gonna lie, irritating. Oh, that's so irritating. But fuck. Hold on right here. I'm seeing like that. We gotta push through this shit. I'm in profit, but I gotta hit my first TP. I got a TP set, or it ain't even gonna show where I got it set at because it's fucking stupid. I TP set at 727 for NQ. Here, I'm back in. I don't understand what the fuck that shit did, bro. Like that shit just blew the fuck out of me.
Order filled.
Just because I don't understand what just happened, bro. I made money on that trades, 300. Nah, at that other account, it's at break even, and then my other one up 3. But I don't understand why it did that. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video, see what the fuck just happened. But that shit it's coming back anyway. So now that you've seen the live trading session, we're just gonna go ahead and go through the trade breakdown. You see the executions here on the screen, but I kind of want to go to Top Step and break down why I took the position, just because it looks a little bit cleaner on Top Step in my opinion, to show you what's going on, right? So we have the New York opening candle being this 930 candle here. What I was seeing coming into the session was we had this 15-minute demand zone that I had marked up here. So I had a 15-minute demand zone marked up that I was expecting price to likely come down, tap into, and then we continue higher and we go take out some of these highs that I had marked up. We have this red line indicating previous day high, and then we have 2 buy limits, or 2 buy side targets that price to go hit, which price now has hit both of those targets. I didn't stay in the trade long enough for both targets to get hit, just because of everything that was going on that I previously explained in the first clip of the video. So basically what happened was I had this support level marked up for the zone. If we broke the zone, I wanted to be taking sales, and honestly I would be trailing down into the zone because we could possibly break through the demand zone, right? However, I want to make sure that I'm trailing that to cover my end. Like I was saying in the previous video, me getting in that position, I thought that I had set a stop loss and I was trailing with my stop loss. So I was expecting price to take me out right at this zone, and I still would have ended up in profit and been able to look for another trade for longs because we will be bouncing off of this demand zone. However, that didn't happen, right? But my idea was still correct and my execution was still correct as far as it goes with the setting my stops and trailing my stops. So end up getting tapped out of this trade, and then I end up taking a long position because basically I've always looked at the 930 candle as a fake out candle if we break the range of the 925 candle. So I like to use the highs and the lows of the 925 candle. End up getting here for the sales, right? And then once we got back up in this area, I end up taking longs because we're now bouncing off this 15-minute demand zone, and then we are headed higher to go take out some of these buy side targets because we've also already taken out sell side targets along this area as well that had been built up from sellers stepping in, and we tapped the demand zone. So now we're going higher. So I take a long position and I end up holding this trade for a little while. And then once I see that we would start having resistance and we weren't really going higher, I just went ahead and exited the position altogether, somewhere around this level here. So the trade looks something, I think like this is what we end up looking like. No, this is my second entry was up here. I got stopped out somewhere like that. So I think I was still using a 25-point stop, so my stops really would have been down here. So I really got stopped out at like a 1-to-1 or something like that. But either way, that's really what I was seeing for the trade. I also had an idea or inclination that we would be chopping, which market was super choppy. We didn't have any news today. And then also, if I'm looking left and I see that we took out previous day low and then price end up running up about like 350 points or so from that low that we took out. Well, so this was market open being right here. We ran up 100 or 356 points. So usually whenever we have a large expansion overnight or something like that, usually we'll have a good market open candle. Then after that, the candles will be choppy until around like 10 o'clock before we start getting more volume that pushes in one direction. Before we start getting more volume that pushes in one direction. However, price didn't even do that. We just literally have been chopping this now 1025. So I'm pretty confident we still will go take out previous day high. We're about another 60 some points away. We just took out the second target, or we got super close to it. You can say it took it out, right? But yeah, it's basically just probably gonna end up chopping to the upside and continuously doing that. But that's really all I had. That was my reason for why I took the entries that I took. And another thing was I'm glad that even when that situation happened where I messed up on my end, I realized that my mindset was not in the right place after that. So when taking another trade, I end up winning that trade, and I was like, all right, cool. You know what? I'm just gonna be done here. I don't even want to take any more trades because I'm already up on one account. The other account is at break even. I only need 5 trading days and to get to 1500, and they'll still both be passed. So I can just come back another day. Like, the beauty of being able to live to trade another day is a blessing. So break even on one account, and then the other account is up 3. So this account is up $300 in total, and then this account is up $291 in total because, like I said, I did trade it Friday. So I'm not like really tripping. Today wasn't a bad day. It's still a green day overall. So technically I'm up $336 on the day across these eval accounts. So we're just gonna keep trading this week. Hopefully we can get them passed, and then we'll be back funded and then start locking in daily payouts with 2 accounts. So that'd be pretty nice. But yeah, without further ado, man, that's all I got for this video. So till next time, on a better living.